Hello and welcome to another episode of The Art of Kicking Ass Elegantly TV. I'm your host Michelle Hext, and today I'm going to be talking to you about implementation versus ideas and why one is far more important than the other. The world is full of wonderful ideas, but without implementation, what we're left with is nothing, really. So today, what I want to chat with you about is why it's so important to implement. It's great to have an idea for a product or a blog post or, a launch, but unless you implement and you follow through all the way, you're not going to get anywhere. Implementation is important. So examples are, and I'm doing this a lot in videos at the moment, but a book, everybody's got the idea for a book. Yeah, how many people do you speak to, yourself included, who had the idea for a book? It's great to have the idea, but until you sit your ass down and start typing and putting that book, in document format, it's an idea, and it will be never anything other than idea. If you've got the idea for a program and it's an idea, but you don't actually create it and start selling it, it's nothing. We often get caught up thinking about, I've got this great idea and, I'm just going to plan and I'm just going to plan and I'm just going to plan, and planning's great. But when you get stuck in planning mode, it's still an idea. It's not a business. So important to start to implement. Recently I've been an implementation machine. So, I have had this idea for an ebook for a little while, and I stuffed around with it for 6 months. And then when I set the intention I'm going to create this thing, I had it done in 3 days. The second one I'm doing at the moment, and I wrote the content in half a day. I'm going to shoot the videos and create the sales pages today and tomorrow. So in less than 2 days, I'll have created that. That's implementation. That book will be selling in a week's time and making money. So it's not an idea anymore. It's an actual product and it's making money. So I know we all want to put our best work into the world, and we always want to make sure it's perfect. And, that's a really fine line. I'm all about excellence and making sure that we create, the best thing that we can, the best representation visually of our idea as we can. But we don't want to sacrifice done for perfectionism. We want to make sure that we balance out our natural tendency to be over perfectionists with getting the stuff done. So I'll give you an idea into my process, if you like, so you know how I do it and actually get it done. So what I do is I go into this creation mode and I create the content, and it's just head down, bum up until the content's created. And that's what I do. I don't look up until it's done. And then I get some feedback, and then I go through the whole lot again and I change things around and, do whatever I need to do. There's a bit for me in the editing process because it's just all in the beginning, and then to get it all out there, all my good stuff, and then I go through and I refine it, and then I handball it. Without implementation, that would not be a product that's selling every day right now. It would still just be an idea. We all get caught up in the procrastination and all the rest of it. But, think about all the things that you've got going around in your head right now and as ideas, and think about how you can start to implement. And if you go back and watch my video on the art of the elegant hustle, you'll see in there that I'm talking about focusing on one thing at a time. So now I've got this writing ebooks thing, running through my veins, and I can't get enough of it. So I did the first one and now I'm on a roll, and I've just written the second one, and I'll go on and create the third one. I already know what that one looks like. So once you get started and you start implementing, it creates its own momentum, which is really exciting, and it means the work is effortless, and we're in that place of the elegant hustle. We're in flow, and that's what we want. So think about what are the ideas that you've got going around. Pick one and only one and start to implement. Map out your plan, see it through from now till the very end. You're going to want to turn left or right. You're going to want to avoid things and be distracted. Don't do it. Follow it through to the very end, and then before you know it, instead of having an idea, you'll have implemented it and you'll have a product. That's it for this week. See you next week.